The following movie was rated PG.
What's up, everybody? Anthony here, aka The Protector. I'm back with yet another video game pickup video. Today is Sunday, October 21st, I believe. And I went to my parents' house, which is in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and I was on the hunt for some new stuff for my collection, and there was one game I actually went looking for, and I did get it, which I will show you guys. It was at GameStop. It was actually recommended to me by the Goodwill Hunter, which I will leave his channel information down below. He's another person that, to go check out for video game pickups, especially a lot of retro stuff. He's got a huge collection. But I picked up that game, and then I also went to FYE in the mall in Trumbull, where they actually now sell some retro stuff. And surprisingly, I was actually happy to find out that when I went to go pay for a lot of the stuff, that it was buy one get one half off. So I ended up getting about 7 games for $25, which was a steal. And the games are actually really good. Some of them are loose, some of them are in boxes. Now, I just got home when I'm doing this video, so I haven't had a chance to unwrap them and actually look inside of them, but I'm just going to show you what I got anyway. So the first 2 games that I picked up from FYE, I had to get them because they were in their boxes in good condition. I believe one of them is complete in box because it's heavy. I don't know about the other one. But the first 2 games that I picked up were Mortal Kombat for the Sega Genesis, and I got Mortal Kombat 2 for the Sega Genesis. Now, I was going to get, they had Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 for $4.99 as well, and I was going to get that, but the box was damaged. These are in their hard cases, where the Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 was in the cardboard kind. Like the 32X games came, and it was just like ripped to bits. I don't even know how they got it in the wrapping because it was just so bad. But I'm actually kind of curious, so while I'm doing this video, I'm actually gonna open up the packaging on the boxed ones just to see if they are complete or not. If they are complete, that's awesome. If not, I do have a website to go to try and get the instruction manuals. And the first one is Mortal Kombat, and there's no instruction manual, so that one is not complete. Which is not bad, because I'm pretty sure I can get the manual for Mortal Kombat for the Genesis. There's a website I go to, it's called breesoftware.com. I'll leave the link below as well. And they sell old school video games, they also sell systems, they sell instruction manuals, artwork for the video games, like the outside shells and stuff like that. They sell that stuff. Some of them are in like new condition, some of them aren't. And this is sweet. Mortal Kombat 2 is complete in box. That's awesome. And it also has the little tag on it for hanging it. The manual is in pretty rough shape. It's kind of ripped a little bit, but it's not too bad. Maybe I'll try and find another manual for it, but all in all, it's complete in box. I'm happy. The next games that I got were loose carts for Genesis, and I'm stoked because 2 of them I've never owned. Actually, 4 of them I've never owned. Yeah. So I'm happy to have them because they're great games. The first one that I got was Golden Axe. I know it's kind of hard to see, but Golden Axe. I also picked up Golden Axe 2 for the Genesis. I don't know if you guys can see that too well. The other games that I found for Genesis, because that's all they really had there. They had either Genesis or PS2 for the old school, or older games. I don't know if PS2 is really old school, but the older games, they only had Genesis, and then the PS2s. They had a refurbished N64, but I already have an N64, so there's no reason in buying it. I also picked up Streets of Rage for the Genesis, and then I got Paperboy for the Genesis, which only has a little mess up on the top part. I don't know if you guys can see that at all, but there's a little mess up. It's kind of like, not peeling, but it's coming off the cart. And then I was very excited about this one because all I need now is Sonic and Knuckles to complete my Sonic collection for the Genesis. So I got Sonic 3. I have Sonic 1 and 2 in the box. I do not have manuals for them. I got to get those. But having Sonic 3 is awesome because I love that game. I just need Sonic and Knuckles now. And the problem that I'm having with Sonic and Knuckles is I cannot find a cart that's not damaged. I've actually found it at Game Exchange twice already, and both of them had the top part that closes on it was broken off. It wasn't there at all. So I did not want to pick it up because it's not in good condition to me. The next game that I picked up, I went to GameStop down the street from the mall, and this was the game that I originally went to the mall for. They had it, but not in the box or with the manual or anything. It was just a loose cart. So I went to a GameStop about 2 minutes down the road from the mall, and they did have it complete in box. I picked up Metroid Prime Pinball. Now, Goodwill Hunter posted this. It's complete in box. So the only thing that's missing is the Rumble Pack, and that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Goodwill Hunter told me about this game, said it was a phenomenal game, and he reminded me, because I did not know about this, that there is a Rumble Pack for the Nintendo DS. Now, the Rumble Pack is the size cart of Game Boy Advance. So the only DSs that work with it are the DS Lite and the DSi, I believe. The DSi XL will not work on it, and you cannot do it on the 3DS because there is no slot for the Rumble Pack. So I do have to pick up a Nintendo DS Lite in order to get the game with its fullest experience of being a Rumble Pack. So I will be picking one of those up in the near future. I don't know when I'll get that, but I will be picking it up in the near future. In the last place I went down the street from that GameStop, and they had Game Exchange, which I always go to. And normally when I go there, I'll get a lot of NES games, or I'll get a lot of PlayStation games. I don't normally get a lot of games at all, really, when I go there. I maybe get like 4 games because it's buy 3, get 1 free, which I did take advantage of today, but I also got some other cool stuff. So, first thing that I found that I had to pick up was for the Super NES, and that is Simpsons Bart's Nightmare. This game I played as a kid and absolutely loved it. I'm actually a huge fan of all the Simpson games, but this one especially, this one and Virtual Bart were probably my favorite ones, and both of them were for Super Nintendo. I think they came out for Genesis as well, but I definitely know they were out for Super Nintendo because that's what I played them on. And it's just a completely different game than the previous Simpsons game, so I was stoked to find that one. Then I went to the Dreamcast section and found Marvel vs. Capcom in really good condition. The manual is, the CD case is not cracked, the manual is in good condition. The game disc I did not even look at yet, but that is no scratches, so that's awesome. So I'm stoked for Marvel vs. Capcom because this is what started my, one of the reasons why I like fighting games so much, especially the Marvel vs. Capcom series. I used to play this in the arcade a lot as well. It's a great game. I then went to the PlayStation section and picked up 4 PlayStation games, which is not a lot, but the games I got were really good. Now, correction, one of them sucks, but I'll tell you why I bought it anyway. The first game that I got in the PlayStation section was Siphon Filter 3, which the case is a double case, so you would think it's 2, 3, or 4 discs. It's only 1 disc. There is a back section that looks like there would be a disc, either on this side or this side, but there's no actual grips for them, so it's only a 1 disc game. And it came with the manual, which I'll show you. So that's really good. So I'm happy with that one because I've played the first one, I've never beaten the second, and I've never played the third, so I'm happy to have that. The game that I said was horrible for the PlayStation, but I picked it up anyway because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, is Star Wars Masters of Teräs Käsi, which is a fighting game for Star Wars. It's not the best fighting game. It's not as bad as Shaq Fu that I bought, but it's still a pretty bad fighting game. But the reason I got it was to have it for my collection, and because it's Star Wars and I'm a huge Star Wars fan, I actually have every single Star Wars movie on video cassette, VHS, DVD, and now Blu-ray. And I watch them all the time. They're actually my favorite movies. The next game that I picked up is the first PlayStation game that I'm ever getting in the tall boxes. I played it when I was younger and loved the fighting game. Actually, I got a lot of fighting games now that I think about it today. And this one, I'm sure most of you guys will remember it. It was I'm trying to remember exactly how the gameplay was. I know it was kind of like the Star Wars Masters of Terrascasi, the way it moved, and a lot of polygon type characters. But I got the game because I loved it when I was younger, so I figured I'll play it again. That's Battle Arena Toshinden. And as you can see, it's a tall case. The only problems with the case is there's a crack in the back of it, which I'm not too mad about. But the thing that aggravated me the most with it, but I still got it anyway, is it comes apart in two pieces very easily. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to find a place that sells Sega Saturn boxes or PS1 boxes like this, and I'm just going to replace it. I'm going to take the artwork out, put the artwork in it, and I'm going to make the case a lot better. Because it is kind of crappy the way it is, but I bought it because I used to never buy PS1 games or any CD-based game that had cracks in the boxes, because I didn't want to replace them. I figured I can find it in a better condition, but I found throughout my time of collecting that I'm either going to wait forever for a game or just buy it and replace the stuff later. So that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm just going to start buying them even if they have cracks and just replace the cases. I think I've said this in previous videos. I have a friend who knows how to replace them, so I'm just going to do that. And the last game I picked up was by far my favorite pickup today. I was looking through the PlayStation 1 games, and Spyro was a game that I've always wanted to pick up for my PS1. Played them years ago, and I love the games. I normally don't pick up Spyro games because they're expensive. They're like 13 bucks. I mean, that's not expensive, but for an old game, 13 bucks sometimes is expensive. But the reason I picked this one up, I thought there was nothing wrong with it at all until I got home. And my wife actually told me there was something wrong with it, which I'll show you what's wrong with it. It's not anything too drastic, but the reason I picked it up is the game is sealed in its factory stuff. I mean, it's still got the label on top, and it's never been opened. But the only problem with it is you can see right there, there's a little hole, like someone drilled a hole through the case, and it goes to the back too. Like they were displaying it with a nail, like just kind of hanging it from a wall to display it. So it's the only thing wrong with it. But it's still factory sealed. And the guy there said to me, do I ever think that games like PS1 will ever be as collectible as Super NES games or like Nintendo games? And I told him, I said, eventually they will be. So this is a game, even though it has the hole, I'm going to leave this factory sealed. I'm never going to open it with my collection. I'm going to find this game again. I'm going to buy it where it's not going to be factory sealed. It's just going to be a game to buy and play. But this one I'm never going to open. I'm going to leave this one factory sealed because I have a feeling that one day this game may be worth money. It is Spyro Year of the Dragon, so if it's worth 13 bucks now and this one's still factory sealed, I'm thinking it may be worth something down the line, so it's good to hold on to. Well, guys, those are my pickups for today. I know I told you last time I was going to have a pickup video for my eBay stuff, and unfortunately, I just haven't received all my eBay stuff yet. I've got 1, 2, 3 games that I received from eBay, and I've got about 9 or 10 more coming. One of them was a 7-game lot that I got. It was 7 games for the price of like $24 for NES. So I'm still waiting for those to come in before I do that pickup video. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, give it a thumbs up, a like, subscribe down below. Or I think it's down below now, yeah, because it used to be up top. Now it's down below. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I'll leave everything down below. Don't forget to check out my good friend, the Goodwill Hunter. He gave me a shout out on his channel, so I'm giving a shout out to him on mine. He's actually my wife's cousin's husband, so I've known him for about 6 years now, and he's got an awesome collection, and he just keeps on making it bigger. So until next time, guys, take care and have a good one.